for you. Application window. Okay, this one. Can hear? Huh? All right. Can you see on your screen?
Yes.
Can I? Okay. All right. So we'll start our briefing. So all of those mentioned forms I will upload within this week lah. To the Google Classroom. So any forms, any report that you need to submit, any forms that I want to share with you, will be based on the Google Classroom that we currently have here. All the information is there. So anything I want to share, I will share through the Google Classroom. All right. So let me just. No, it's not, right. Okay. So today's 1st of November. All right. So soon, uh, towards the end of this month, you'll be going for your ITP, yeah? Right? So there's only one ITP advisor lah for you guys. That will be me. Lah. All right. As you can see, in KL, of course, they have more students. They have multiple people. So I've already changed the color to faded so you don't see it. Right? Right. Don't worry. I will upload also this second briefing slides for you later. So just a recall, uh, your internship period is between 21st of November to 7th of May. Okay. So that's around 24 weeks. Okay. Now, this one, actually the first briefing already mentioned to you guys that, but need to remind you again, if you are in the ITP, during your ITP internship, that's about 2 semester or 24 weeks, you are not allowed to go for vacation, right? So slightly different when you are in the campus. In the campus, when your exam finish, you can go holiday, right? This one, no, okay, because your internship is actually very similar to as if you're working already, so you cannot go on vacation, right? Okay, so we'll skip this slide because this one is the internship forms. If you need to submit any forms, it will be through our Google Classroom. Alert me if I haven't created the assignment in the Google Classroom for you to submit. Okay, but all of it, all the submission will be to our Google Classroom. All right, so this one also not applicable to you because we will not be using I2 Hub. Okay, this I2 Hub is actually a server maintained by FOCS in main campus. Since you're not going for KL, so that's all right. Okay, I believe you will be able to find the jobs through via our list here in Sabah also. All right. Now this one, not sure whether I have already uploaded this. Did I upload this? The support letter?
Okay.
I think yeah. Yeah. So that means you can edit it and place your name, student ID inside there. All right. So this one is done already. Yeah. Okay. This is your support letter in case the company you're interested in is requesting. This is to confirm that you're actually student of Thai UC, right? To confirm to the company, right? Okay, right. So the contents of our briefing this morning. Okay, uh, we're going to look at rules and regulations, leave application, because if you have urgent matters lah, right, that you need to be um, away from your internship. So maybe emergency, so leave application, problems that maybe you encounter during your internship, right? And writing monthly reports and your final report, okay? Assessment criteria. That means assessment criteria here is to your assessment of your internship, right? Later we'll look at the rubrics. And then compliance to industrial training guidelines, right? Allocation of UC supervisors students. So this one, no problem. All right. So basically, I'll be looking after Noel. So, but I am the main person lah, the main person in charge of the ITP. But each of you will have your own supervisor based on your FYP supervisor. So let's say I'm your supervisor for your FYP, then ITP also I will be your supervisor, right? So I think Kelvin and Farah is Ponsu lah, right? And then additional matters, basically, maybe you have questions later. All right, so please do read through your guidelines for students. Okay, already been uploaded, I think. Okay, this one is for you to read some information about in general about your internship and what to do and what not to do. Right, so let's move on to leave application. So valid reasons here doesn't include personal reason. You cannot put in your leave application as just personal reason. You must explain what is the leave about. Yeah, and as such, you must obtain approval from your company supervisor 5 days in advance. All right. So of course, for like dire emergency where you cannot plan, right? That one is case to case basis lah. But in general, you must obtain approval from your company supervisor. It means a week before lah, 5 working days in advance, right? And then you will inform me, okay, or your UC direct supervisor by email lah, just to inform your UC supervisor. The most important person you must seek approval first is your company supervisor, right? Now you cannot just put simply personal reason. So you must put in something. So it can be medical leave. Maybe you want to attend a wedding or funeral. Okay. So of course we cannot predict a funeral. Okay. So that means as much as possible, I think in minimum number of days before someone is being, you know, having a funeral after passing away is about 3 days lah. I think the most, right? Not sure. I don't think it's 5 days. So in that case, I think it's acceptable lah. 3 days. I think your company supervisor also will be lenient on that lah. If it's something like a funeral. All right. So that means you can see here it's all of these example reasons are very similar. That is quite kind of not just simply any reason, right? So think carefully about when you want to apply for your leave, right? So again, reminder, 5 days in advance, approval from your company supervisor, right? So if you are sitting for exam, is also allowed, but also you have to apply for approval 5 days in advance. If you're sitting for any receipt, you probably will have authorization slip, right? So that must be submitted, maybe a copy of it, right? And your examination timetable also will have been provided to you. That also you can make a copy of it. You can submit your leave application together with these two documents to support your application, right? And then you inform your UC supervisor also via email. Okay. Why via email? Because even though we have WhatsApp, email is formal. All right. email is preferred when dealing with something like this. Is formal. All right. So these next few slides, okay, I'll just go for the first one, lah. But you go through the rest yourself. This is how do you apply the leave, right? So it doesn't mean that tomorrow your exam, tomorrow only you take leave, right? But you can see when the exam is like first it's on the Monday, which means Sunday and Saturday before the first exam for the first paper, you have time to study, right? So which means you don't have to apply extra again. So you can straight away apply leave for that Monday. Your exam is Monday. Let's say you have an exam on Friday, right? You're allowed to take one revision day, one day before the exam. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, can. Why Monday don't have revision? Because you have Sunday and Saturday. Actually, Saturday maybe half day. I'm not sure, but certain companies got half day, but at least you have Sunday free to for your revision, full day revision. So that means if it falls on any day, okay, any day, here the example is Friday, then you only take the day before, if it's a working day, as leave for revision, right? So this is how you check. You check your leave when you want to apply. Okay, that's a first example. So there is another example here like this, right? If your exam is on the 14th and 16th, for example, then based on our understanding earlier in the previous slide, so you need a revision day. So the exam on the 14th, you can take a revision leave on the day before 13th. Similar with if your exam on the 16th, so you take the leave before, which is on the 15th. Mind you, these exams are usually for your receipt. Receipt. Since you're not doing any main exam, main paper this coming internship, so if you don't have receipt, then you don't have to take the exam leave. Only for if you have receipt and you have registered for receipt, then you can uh, take leave to do your exam, your receipt exam, huh? Right? Another example here. Okay, similar again. Can understand now, huh? Right. So if if your company have half day Saturday, right? Then and then your exam is Friday and Monday, so you're allowed to take that Saturday as a leave. Okay, is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, understood. So this is the way to see whether you are allowed actually to take the one day before the exam as revision day leave. And so this is the special case where exam Monday, Friday exam, and then Saturday maybe half day working. Not sure half day or full day, like depend on the company you join. So if it's working day on Saturday, then you can take the leave because of Monday exam. Okay. All right. Okay, another example here. All right. But this case is if you have to travel, but I don't think you have this kind of situation. This is like, for example, you can see here, you're working in another state. Let's say you're in KL, but you're working in Penang. Recall that student who is based in KL, they will sit for the exam in KL, but maybe the internship is in Penang. Maybe they chose to be in Penang to do the internship. So you're allowed to take an extra day, like so, for traveling. Okay, so but this doesn't apply to us lah, I guess, right? Again, This one is because it's again KL Penang, right? So need kind of traveling time, but you cannot travel anyway. I mean, pulang balik, it's not conducive for the exam. So again, this is not our scenario. Again, not our scenario because it involves traveling, right? So I think that's it for leave application. If in doubt, you can ask your supervisor first. Okay, if you're not sure, but I think it's very clear just now. The example. All right. So next slide here. Um, it's kind of very serious if you take leave without valid reason. Okay. So and it's actually the 6 days leave of leave, paid or unpaid, is actually um, regulation by MOHI, Ministry of Higher Education. Okay, I will upload the guideline from MOHI as well into our, and you can have a look at it. But in summary, okay, if you take too many leaves, right, your internship becomes invalid, right? Okay, your internship become invalid already because um, your internship is actually, the length of it is already calculated, okay, and it's already following guidelines from MOHI. So if you take too many leaves, it's deemed not enough days. Okay, so that's why 6 days is the absolute uh, what lah limit. Okay,
So
Mm.
so the 6 days includes the leave with the valid reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Okay.
So you can see paid or unpaid, right? Because there's too many leave, you cannot fulfill the number of days already, which is set by MOHI. Okay. Any other question? Okay, Bharat? Okay.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you feel like you are reaching more than 6, please immediately inform your supervisor. Okay. We have to check. Not sure is there any allowed or not, because one of the students from diploma level asked me, he is going for operation or something, yeah, medical lah, and probably going to take more than 6 days. Okay, I take the opportunity to ask the KL punya what lah idea about this. In fact, student is actually asked to um, delay their internship rather than um, having it cut down because of the medical leave. That is how serious this leave application going over 6 days is. So if you have any plans like vacation or whatever, please don't right? Treat it like really working. You under probation. Normally, you are not allowed to take leave during probation. Okay, unless it's what and also for us, we are limited to 6 days. All right, so moving on to the next item, problems during training. Right, so if you have problems, example, nature of job you're being allocated, allowance you were promised, but you don't see it. Okay, that means not paid to you. Right, they promise, oh, I will give you this much. Sexual harassment, right? Anything to do with the jobs, right? Your jobs that you feel like, okay, this is not right. Okay, so try to resolve it with your company supervisor first. Of course, resolve means don't fight lah. It's not fighting. Okay, try to talk about the problems. okay, you encounter that you're feeling with your company supervisor first, right? Because they are the one that is immediate to you and know about whatever the problem is because it's at the workplace, right? So after um, attempting to resolve the problems with the company supervisor, but you feel that is not no solution, or you whatever lah, reason cannot proceed, uh, then you can contact your UC supervisor, right? Or you can, even if it's resolved, but you just want to inform lah, okay, so that your UC supervisor is in the loop. They know what's happening. So you can also contact UC supervisor. But of course, the person that can solve the problem is the company supervisor themselves, lah, right? Okay. Right. So we come to manual report. Okay. On the forms also I will upload. I already prepared, but I haven't uploaded to the Google Classroom. Right. So this is your progress report. Progress report is monthly progress report. Right. So basically, we'll see in the next page the deadlines. You're supposed to fill up your student progress report form, okay, monthly, and email it to, or for in the case of our setup, you upload to our Google Classroom. We will create the assignment there so that for every report you submit to the correct assignment, right? So the first report, please take a selfie of you in your workstation, right? Take a selfie of you at your workstation at the office, and also take some photos lah, showing the facilities in the office, so that we have an idea. Okay, how's your workplace like? Okay, how's the facility there? Okay, so we also want to see, um, maybe, who knows, maybe you can put inside the storeroom. Okay, so take photo, selfie where your desk is. Take selfie there. Take picture around you. All right. Of course, with your what permission lah. Okay, supervisor, company supervisor permission lah. Right. Maybe you don't take picture the confidential ones lah. Right. Okay, so that's only in the first report. And then here it says email, but I prefer you guys upload into a Google Classroom. Okay, and then for your side, you keep a copy of your money report. Okay. Okay, so that's money report. All right, so I quickly did this kind of schedule for you. All right, because your internship starts on the 21st until May, I think May 7th, right? Okay, so as you can see on the 5th month, okay, let's say it's March lah, right? That will be your final report written there. Okay, and I believe, I believe our, as you can see, 7th of May, is it 7th of May? Let me see, 7th of May, right? So 7th of May falls somewhere here, and that is during the semester exam, right? So that means you'll be ending your, you can see this is 3rd semester already. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Final report will be at least the 5th month, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th month. There's another month here, but This one is final report. This one is monthly report lah, at the end there. Okay, final report around here. That will give us enough time to go through your final report and perform an evaluation before deadline to enter marks. Okay, marks into your what lah. All right. So you will name your report like what is the month, okay, and then year, report, and your student name, program lah. Right. Final report will be final report dash student name program. Right. And we have company evaluation form. Basically, this four. Okay, this one I think I will upload this one also later. Nearer to the time, you can then provide this to your company supervisor. It's basically they will put a score, right? And here I'll upload this also so you know how you're going to be evaluated, right? You can see there, this is the form that they will be using. They fill up this and they will submit now, right? Okay, so this is from the company, okay, and then supervisor also have the same form. I will upload also. Okay, you don't have to fill up these two forms. These two forms I provide there so you can have a look at the rubrics, right? The rubrics, what are you going to be, how are you going to be measured, right? But the company supervisor form, that one needs to be what needs to be given to your company supervisor closer to the time when they have to do the what evaluation, right? So that will be around here lah, March. Sorry, yeah lah, March lah. Yeah. So okay, right. So final report, student final report. Again, I will. This is all in your classroom. I will upload. So this is your progress report form, right? The template. Okay. The monthly report. Okay, monthly progress report form that you have to fill up every month. And this is your final report. Okay, so you can see the chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. And needs to be endorsed by company supervisor, means usually your company supervisor will sign and provide the company stamp. Right? All right, you have a go through. It's quite straightforward this one. Okay, as you can see here.
The report can submit on digital format.
Yeah, sure. Digital
So,
format is fine. Maybe in PDF.
so the company stamp, is there such thing
Oh,
as
yeah, kan? I think in that case, better what? Better print it out
oh, okay.
so that they can stamp it. I forgot about that. If me, I'm okay, but then I don't think you have a digital stamp. So okay, so print it out so that there's opportunity for your company supervisor to chop, provide their chop. I think it's okay to print. No worries lah, kan?
Okay.
Right. So this one you can bring over for me to submit to me by hand. All right. So that's the final report yeah. So here it says soft copy. So I'm not sure how they provide, because if they can chop it, they have a company chop. How they chop? soft copy.
Maybe the digital signature.
Company chalk is not your signature. Maybe they can scan it into an image. Maybe can scan the chalk, and then just scan it and then place it inside the PDF. I think
Uh,
that one, yeah, maybe can like that, right? See
oh,
how the, because it says soft copy that with company chop, how maybe can scan, right? Okay. So I'll talk about the evaluation form, right? Yeah. So you will remind them later. I upload it, but you don't have to give it them now. You can give them later, but of course earlier than what closer to the time when it's for the final report. Yeah. Okay. All right. So collect company supervisor contact details. Yeah, you can do that. And then since basically this internship is the last part for bachelor. So usually those who graduate on time when they finish their internship, they are going into graduation, and that's why this slide has this survey, right? So, but basically, after you finish your internship, um, there will be a survey lah, will be provided to you. Okay, right? So, um, you watch out your Google Classroom. Once you see the survey there, then you will fill it up lah, right? But that one's towards the end of your internship. All right. So this how do you get this one got marks, huh? So that means it's as if you're taking course, but actually the course is internship. So that means it's 100% coursework. There's no exam, right? So marks from your company supervisor is higher, right? 60%. Your UC supervisor can only, the maximum they can give is 40% of your marks, right? So the most of the marks come from your company supervisor. Okay. So says here you required to understand the criteria set in the above evaluation form and act accordingly. So that basically means this one lah. Sorry, this one. So you see, okay. So you can see that a lot of the UC one is based on your reports. Okay.
so
Mm.
the company supervisor have to do the evaluation once or monthly?
Once only. This one is the together with the final report.
Oh,
This one
okay.
is last one. Yeah. So and here this is you can see different the rubrics this I show you again. So your UC supervisor 40% actually mainly based on the report. Okay, because UC supervisor cannot see how you work. They look at your report. But the company supervisor, you can see they are hands-on with you. They know you more when you're doing your internship. So they're judging you on your technical knowledge, dependability, initiative, etc., punctuality, attendance. This one very easy for you to get good marks lah, right? Because if you come in early, as you should, okay, when you're working also, your boss would prefer you to come on time, punctual, and don't miss any work days. Okay, we also treat it as important. You can get marks already. There you can see always on time, excellent attendance. Okay, not only to go to work, but when there's a meeting, you don't stop for to get coffee first. Everybody waiting for you, something like that, right? Okay, so have a look at this and check it out. You always do this, right? Even with your assignment, you check, oh, how to get excellent. You check here, all right? So these two are the one that you need to uh, make sure you understand how you're being assessed. You can see here it says there. You're required to understand the criteria set in the above evaluation forms and act accordingly in order to obtain a good grade for your industrial training marks. So what? It's only one time. These two is together with your final report at time. Your monthly progress report. Actually, there is a part of the UC's evaluation form. Will get you some marks also. All right. Okay, so strictly adhere to the industrial training guideline, the student guideline just now. Okay, so failure to comply will lead students to bad consequence. Bad consequence, well, it's very generic here because depending on which rules you don't follow, lah, right? So then it depends what bad consequence will happen. Okay, so worst come to worst, you will fail your ITP. Then you have to fully repeat. That's a two semester, 2 semester worth of the ITP period that you have to repeat to solve. Right? It's a whole 2/3. In an academic year, there's 3 semester. That means 2 semester gone. Right? Okay. So minor non-compliance means you got deduction of marks. So if you deduct too many marks, then you will also fail your internship. And you have to also to repeat. All right. You can fail if your marks doesn't reach a certain threshold, which is the normal threshold 50 kan. Remember means because we are 40%, even we'll try to help you cannot because only 40%. 60% is from your company supervisor. So that means you can fail, especially if your company supervisor deem that you fail. All right. So example taking excessive leave, taking leave without prior approval, always late for work. To be honest, this is also very bad for real work. In a real job, this is also bad. Failure to submit final report and monthly reports, terminating your training, suddenly you just stop, okay, without any reason whatsoever. And then, or defer the date of your training, or you change to another company without prior approval. Okay, we mentioned that if you already accepted a placement, you agree with the company agree with you, or you sign, and then suddenly you want to change, can, right? And then you still do it, that is considered major non-compliance. So any actions that is considered illegal, immoral, inconsiderate, or inappropriate, meaning to say you're in public, right? You're in public. So some certain things maybe you think not much. Okay, you do in campus, suddenly there maybe a different norm is expected because it's a working place. So please refrain lah, all right? Okay, so check your UC email and visit our Google Classroom regularly. Communicate in English. Please see that you represent Thai UC or Thai UMT very soon. Okay, and what your action is will reflect on our uni. Okay, if your company maybe you're lucky enough, a company is sending you off overseas, maybe for training or work purpose. This one, you cannot keep quiet. You must inform UC, just in case. So if we don't know, we don't know that you went overseas, and you know, so the company must also get our UC approval, okay, before you're allowed to go overseas. Okay, there will be a working overseas form. Okay, so to be filled up lah, right? But we'll provide that if a situation happen lah, like that. Can happen also. Ever happened to one of our student before, sent to Australia. As I mentioned before, your FYP supervisor, your ITP supervisor also, no need to finalize the list because our number of students quite small. Your cohort also is quite small, so everyone know everyone's FYP. So no need to have a list of supervisor to student. Okay. Right. So this is important prerequisite in order for you to go for ITP. You must have already passed 40 credits of either core or specialization courses, and not in warning or final warning status during your internship period. Right? So let's say, when will you know? That means after the exam is released. Okay, after the exam is released. So next week is main board. Main board is next week. Usually it's a couple of days after main board or few days after main board. The exam result will be finalized and announced by DECA, okay, Department of Examination. So that's when you will know lah, right? So if you know and you see your status is in warning or final warning, then you have to pull out from the ITP, okay? Because you did not meet the prerequisite. Okay, so when can you know? When the exam is released, you check your status. Okay, your status is not warning or final warning, you can proceed. If your status is warning or final warning, inform your UC supervisor, and you have to withdraw from internship. That means you will have to move your status or change your status by passing several courses and lift yourself up from warning or final warning status. Then you may go for your internship, right? Okay. All right. So you must settle your tuition fee, which means during you're still inside the program during your internship period. So that means the 2 semester, your tuition fee must still be paid. Okay. So you will how would you know? You will notice in your intranet. Okay, the bill will be alerted to you. Okay. Remember that. Right. So I think I will also upload this warning letter. There are 2 warning letters. Let me just and a guideline for companies also. I will upload. I've already prepared it here, I think. Guideline for companies. Let me see. I wonder where. I haven't downloaded. Okay, I will upload it as the guideline for companies. This one, guideline for companies, you will pass to your your company supervisor. Warning letter. Warning letter. Okay, here. Yeah. Should put put it under the additional matters. Put under 06. It's okay. I'll upload the web also. Okay, so there are two versions. The warning letter to intern from company. This one you will pass on to your company, so they will have this one is the issue only if you are misbehaving. So this one is the UC supervisor version. Okay. Right. Hopefully you never get to use these two forms. And then appointment confirmation letter. Okay. I will modify this so that it is actually not the associate should be me. I'll put in here. Okay. And then yes, the guideline. Let me just check where is it. Industrial. I think it's 16 November, so it's okay. This one, I guess. Where is student punya? Oh, I haven't uploaded kah? Under ITP documents. Ada, yeah. Oh, already uploaded kan?
Yeah.
This one is latest one. To 2022, even more latest. I think for student, I will replace it with this one. Latest one. This one is 9 June. This one is 2022. Okay. This two is the old one. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so it's already up there, but I'm just going to place it nicely in the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay, so okay, so that means these three I will upload soon, so that on your first day you pass these three documents guideline companies, the warning letter, the company version, and then appointment confirmation letter. Right? Okay, so the warning letter is on this working attitude, commitment, discipline, punctuality, respect, etc. Alright, so this one insurance policy. This is our insurance policy. Okay? You click the link and read about it. Okay, under Malaysian students. Tracer study because this one only complication. Why the reason again? Because after internship, usually students finish already. So they're just waiting for convocation. So that's why this is an opportunity to tell students of tracer study. Tracer studies basically we keep monitoring our students who graduated, okay, to ensure or to find out that they get employment within 6 months after graduation. TAR UC or TAR UMT now is this one is very important to us, right? We always pride ourselves that Tarshan can get job within 6 months after graduation, and usually that's the case. Even from Sabah, okay, even from Sabah, all our graduates, they are sought after by employers. Okay, so that's why we do this tracer study to ensure to find out right, to find out the well-being of our graduates. Okay. Any question?
Mm, so the warning letter also need to send to the company supervisor, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the company version. Yeah. Um, the three lah. I will upload this briefing also so that you guys can be reminded. Of course, they only use it if they need to. They needed to lah. Okay. Usually, normally it's not being used lah. Because if you just go to your to your workplace like normal okay, with passion you work. Depending on what they give you to do what, and you work with passion, work well with your colleagues, your supervisor, right? Work well with them. They like you. They, of course, they're not going to use a lot of times. I hear our Tashin, they what? They are well liked. They are well liked by the internship company. Some even get straight away get what? Get a placement straight away after graduating. Yeah,
No.
it's sort of like a brand, when companies know that a student is Tashi, they know the the programs that is offered from Ta UC is, well, we won't say tough lah, but it's what lah, it's sufficient that the graduates not usually know their stuff lah. Right? You will never hear Tashan say, "Oh, but our lecturer didn't teach us this one, so I don't know." That kind of Tashan usually they're quite good. Uh, I'm not sure. I just want to, before we end, I just show you capabilities of what Let me see where to this semester. This semester. Semester. Can we show you this one? This 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 boy. This boy is doing. Didn't study robotics. He just did this.
Of the drone, you can enter.
To show you the simulation.
Between the obstacle and the drone, and it's now moving along the edge of the obstacle.
This student is from
able to continue
software engineering.
Original flight time. So
this
the reason why
is
it
simulator
triggers
in
this is that
gazebo
it's trying to
where the drone is able to, using LiDAR, simulated LiDAR is able to
once it's far
detect
enough away
and
from
avoid
the
obstacle.
it's no longer blocking it. It begins to move towards its original. So because the original waypoint is actually somewhere in the middle here, which is the origin, it's trying to go back to the center. But when it does so, it's again colliding with the obstacle, so it avoids it and maintains a safe distance until it's safe to begin to start going.
Another one, I can show you this girl. Doing not already, finish already.
Good afternoon to supervisor and moderator. My name is Lee Albert Productions.
This one is
One is tied. One is tied, you see.
Forgot already.
Another one is
this one is carpooling.
This one. So Firebase is our database. One York, the number of
think,
lab. Then you show a data page. And now if I click this map also allow the user to zoom in and zoom out to see the clearer picture, overall picture. So now if I click the view driver location, it actually can work and reach.
So just give you an idea of our caliber, and you guys are also part of it. Tarshan also, so you are carrying the name of Tarshan, and that is why I'm not just saying it. I say that the industry likes Tarshan, and if you graduate from Tar, you see, it's not exaggerating to say that you have easier to find job lah, to find a good job, right? All right. So any question? Just those two, just example lah, kind of
Yeah.
capability or
What's the
yeah.
what's the passing marks for ITP?
ITP as usual, normal to 50%.
Oh, okay.
As usual, as any other course. Okay, but don't worry too much about passing it or failing it. As long as you just go to the company and do your job as you normally do. You normally your company supervisor will be there to tell you what your tasks are, what they expect you to do, and don't worry, they're not going to push you to do. They know you internship, so they're not going to ask you to do something suddenly so difficult, right? So work well with your colleagues, work well with your company supervisor. Any question, don't hesitate, don't malu, right? Don't be shy. You can bring your question to them, but of course, balance it out. Not everything also you have to ask lah. Okay, so what else? So you get a chance to also learn soft skill there. Okay, hone your communication and working together with people skill. Okay, so this is very important. I know you guys written skill is okay already, but speaking lah, maybe presentation, maybe you need to present something to your colleagues or present something to clients. I mean, I don't know lah, but I'm just assuming there's a lot of opportunities to engage with people. So that means you will need to improve your soft skill lah. Yeah, because in terms of academic skill, I think no problem lah, kan? They expect more from bachelor compared to diploma students lah. That means they and it's a longer time period, so you might have a chance to be involved in a project. Okay, they might give you one of the tasks in one of the current project. Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to it and to read your reports lah. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Noel, Kelvin, Farah?
So far, no questions. Maybe I ask.
At the moment, no question.
Okay. Any questions? Of course, you can reach me via our normal WhatsApp, urgent WhatsApp there. Okay.
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 All right. Okay. I will upload within this week lah. I'll see if I can upload some of it today. All right. So if no more question, maybe we end our briefing lah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Bye bye.